from, man, you can't show no emotions. Can't let nobody see you sweat. Can't show fear. I should have been told my mom how I really felt and everybody around me. But I kept it in for so long.
All the odds would say that Mont Brown was headed down the wrong path. If you grew up in Southwest Philadelphia, as Mont Brown did, chances are you would either end up in jail or dead. But Mont Brown is changing the game. Now, he's an entrepreneur, community leader, and music manager who has helped transcend his environment, inspire many, and live a story to brag about. Mont Brown's story begins on the tough streets of Southwest Philadelphia.
Well, I'm from 54th Street, 55th Street. We call it Ghetto Nation. See, I was raised around a lot of hustlers, but it's a feeling you get in Southwest. It's that hustler mentality. I think we all got it in Southwest. Like everybody that's from Southwest got that up in them. Growing up, my grandparents raised me. My mom, she had me young and she was incarcerated a lot of my life. She spent like 20 to 22 years. She was a hustler though. She get you some money. And my father was a millionaire, man.
Mont's father, Leroy Bucky Davis, was a rising boxing phenom out of Southwest Philadelphia. He was nationally known, eventually becoming a member of the 1985 USA boxing team. But the ambitious and driven boxer would soon trade in his gloves to be the pound-for-pound king in the streets, joining the Junior Black Mafia, or JBM, notoriously known for the saying, "Get down or lay down."
He did what he had to do to survive out here and to provide for his family.
After rising to the top within the JBM, Bucky Davis was murdered at the age of 22.
He was a positive person too, so I feel like the positive side of him, those positive things, his heart, they in me, and I just followed his footsteps, but with positive things.
Can you talk about losing your mom to incarceration?
Yeah, man, it probably was like some of the hardest times of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember like being 8 and seeing my mom shackled up like an animal. Like, that ain't cool for no kid to see. I tell my mom that all the time to this day, like, that shit left me traumatized, yo. Like, I feel like in the Black community, they like we don't pose to cope with stuff. They say you can't touch her, you can't hug her. That did something to me.
How did that shape you?
It made me stronger. It really like made me not depend on nobody. Cause if my mom not even here to take care of me, or my father, you know, he deceased, he not here to take care of me, I never depended on nobody. One thing my mom did though, she taught me how to be an entrepreneur. She sat me down, put dice in my hand, and that was the start.
I had a set of dice. I said, "Here, open your hand." He opened his hand. I said, "If I'm not around and you need some money, roll these." And I showed him how to shoot dice because I didn't want nobody putting no drugs in my son's hand. We was in that hallway upstairs. And I taught him. He never let nobody put no drugs in his hand. I got locked up. I came home. He said, "Mom, Tonell and them be taking me to get some money." I said, "Why would they take you to get some money?" He said, "Shooting dice." So I was like, "Oh, okay, so you never let nobody put no drugs in your hand." He said, "No, you taught me how to shoot dice, and that's what I did."
At 13 years young, self-sufficiency brought forth maturity as Brown became a father heading into his freshman year of high school.
It just made me move in the right direction. It was a blessing because I definitely could have took another whole path. So I just feel like that was God like starting me young. Like, no, you know what? I'm gonna put this blessing in your life so you can take this positive route. You got something to really live for. Because I could have been out here on some whole other type time. So instead of going outside, stealing cars or hustling, I had to go home to my son. It made me a man at a young age.
At one point in time, you resorted to the streets. How did that change your life?
It was like a Friday, right? And like that Thursday, me and my friend Will had an argument. And we was young, we was kids, and just saying whatever to each other to hurt each other's feelings. And then I remember coming home in the bus, the 52, it was blocked off. And an older gentleman from the neighborhood was like, "Your friend Will got killed." You can't even fathom that. Like, huh? Like, yeah, he got killed. And then like my old friends came home from school and they was like, "Yeah, he got killed. You know, he was on the bus telling jokes about some girl and the dude chased him and shot him in his back." So you're talking about like 13, baby, one of your closest friends just get killed. And you gotta go to school that Monday. From that moment, I was like, yo, I gotta do something with my life. Because if he got killed just telling jokes, like, this ain't no game. Me losing him and having a son just pushed me even harder to do music.
After the death of his childhood friend, Brown used music to conjure up a much-needed turning point in his life.
I had a record called Who Cooler Than Me. And we came up with this song, man, called Super Crazy Dumb Stupid. It was fun. It wasn't nobody trying to be a gangster. It was all about just having a party, having a good time.
On the same streets he grew up on, Mont began hosting outdoor concerts called the Kickback Festival.
That's the LA term. Because when I was out in LA, they was like, "Oh, we going to the Kickback." I was like, yo, I'm going to name it the Kickback. The catch to that, you had to bring a canned good or you had to bring old clothing or old sneakers to get in. That was the only catch. It's not about the money with me. I really care about my people. Plus, I'm kicking back to the community. I'm giving back.
His impact reaches far, from Thanksgiving dinners to Christmas giveaways, from artists promoting concerts to proving that one can beat the odds of making it out of the hood.
Coming from where I come from, they try to tell you what you can't do and what you can do. It's like, it's false. I'm living proof, man. You can't judge a book by its cover, man. The dream is real. You know what I'm saying? You can do anything you put your mind to. You put your 50% in, and you let God put his 50% in, and then let it work.
Though things aren't perfect, his relationship with his mother is improving.
My mom been incarcerated. They want to know I'm 28. This is my first birthday with my mom. Yo, I can't count on my fingers when I ever seen my mom at my birthday. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's been that long. People, we get caught up and we forget about those little things, man. Just hug your mom, kiss your mom, because we too busy. I never could do none of those things. It got stripped away from me. So I cherish every moment. I cherish every moment with my mom. It meant everything to me, bro.
At 31 years old, Brown totes tattoos on his face and most of his body. Yet, his story to brag about has proven that anything is possible.
I don't suggest you get tattoos on your face, but you can do it. So I'm living proof. You can do anything you put your mind to, and you can't judge a book by its cover.
Now, Brown serves as a music manager for up-and-coming artists, most notably for Philadelphia's own Rico Havoc.
My music management company got my first artist, Rico Havoc. We just landed a deal with Atlantic Records.
Brown is living out his dream, doing only what he knows best, betting on himself.
As a kid from Southwest Philadelphia, grew up with no parents, seeing my closest friends murdered, having a son at the age of 13, being a positive role model to my community. That's something to brag about.